1, 2, 3. Downside.
You're listening to The Downside.
The Downside.
With Gianmarco Soresi.
Are you musical educated? Because you did make a musicals joke in your special.
I might.
Nicole
Wow. Schlesinger.
Scherzinger.
Yeah. Schlesinger.
She'd be in Chicago. But
She's in Chicago.
no, but you said cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even in the joke, you said that's. I don't know if that's correct.
It's not
and at
correct.
home, I said it's not correct.
It's not correct.
She was in Sunset Boulevard.
Because of the Pussycat Dolls. That's why I think
Oh.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she was in Sunset Boulevard.
She
and won a
was.
Tony Award.
Okay.
But the fact that you had a musical
Did you
reference
see
at
it?
all is a victory.
For the musical community.
Yeah, I did see it. I'm not a fan of Sunset Boulevard. That's not my bag.
Okay.
I'm not into like old divas.
What do you like? Sondheim.
I love Sondheim, of course.
Of
but like I like
course.
Of course.
if we're looking at like campy, the kind of campy I like is like pop.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that's parodying Backstreet Boys NSYNC. There's a video going viral on Twitter of like an old NSYNC and they're making fun of their choreo, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, that looks like the dream, dude.
You want to do that?
Oh, if I could have been in a boy band.
I thought you wanted to be a female pop star. That's what you've talked about here before.
but if we're being more realistic, I could be the lead of a pop boy band.
I don't
Yeah.
know which of those is more realistic.
This sounds real to me. This sounds like maybe the first real thing I've heard.
I look at the K-pop guys,
Yeah.
and I hear the stories, and we train too hard. I go, you're living the dream.
You should
Yeah.
wait till your 50s or 60s and then start like a boy band.
Interesting.
You're talking about the Tina Fey show? That's what you want me to live out?
What was that? Oh, Girls 5 Ever. Oh, I
Girls
see.
5 Ever.
No, but like a boy band version. Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Boys 5 Ever.
Yeah.
Boys 5
fellas.
Ever. We
Take
could be
that,
in Boys
Tina Fey.
5 Ever. For sure. I got to get better at introducing the show. I've realized
Yeah, you do.
that like people who tune in and they're new go, what the fuck is going
Yeah,
on? And
just-
I'm like, wait 40 minutes and I give a synopsis of what the show is.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Yeah.
The Downside. My name's Gianmarco Soresi. This is a show where we complain, we get negative, we want you to feel better that you're not anybody in this room right now. And we're gonna do our best today. It's also a comedy podcast too, so it's in a fun way. I'm here with my co-host Russell Daniels,
Good.
and we're here with our very special guest today, Aaron Chen. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. What a treat, Gianmarco. Can I call you that, Gianmarco?
Yeah.
Russell, good to see
Good
you.
to see you.
You know Russell?
No, we're meeting the first
meeting.
time.
You're really friendly. You met him in a way that made me go, do you
Yeah.
know each other?
This is my good friend Aaron. I've never brought him up to you, but yeah.
I'm gonna skip to a segment. We don't have to play the music, but I'm gonna do my "This Has Got to Stop" right now.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa.
Here's my "This
straight
Got to
in
Stop."
there.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
messing
Okay,
with it.
Go on.
Okay.
I was doing all my research on you,
Yes.
and this has got to stop when you are looking up, like, oh, I want to watch this TV show, I want to watch this movie, and you Google it to try to find it, and then it's like Apple Movies, and you go, bingo, great, and you click on it, and it shows you the picture of it, the synopsis, the cast, nowhere in sight that it's available to play.
Unavailable.
Or maybe they used to have it and they don't.
No, it's not good.
But they use that to get you to so you go, oh well, I'm in Apple TV, I guess I'll watch something else, something from a comedian who's not on my podcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's like when comedy clubs go, Rosie O'Donnell was here once.
Yes.
In the 80s. That's what it's like.
Do you buy the movie ever? Do you ever click rent?
I do rent.
You rent.
I've-
I read. I only buy if there's only like a small difference. Sometimes it's like $4.99 to buy or $3.99 to rent, and
Yes.
I'm like, why not? Let's go crazy.
Have
I
it
might like
forever.
it. I might like it. You know.
Some guy had a really extensive collection of movies, like thousands of movies that he bought digitally, but he died and they weren't allowed to pass it on to the family.
Oh my god.
It's awful.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
it.
terrible.
you mean the digital?
Yeah, the
Couldn't they
library.
log into his account and just have it?
Maybe, yeah. But I think they wanted to transfer it.
They wanted to transfer it.
Yeah.
Sounds like they were both being
Oh, it's
difficult.
like in his will. He here's my.
You got to keep the dead guy's
Yeah.
account going, you know?
Yeah.
You got to keep it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
That's really interesting, though. Like, in that case, it's not a big deal, but I'm sure digital assets will become a
That is
problem
true.
in the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
now. Give it to them.
Yeah, I mean,
Give
I
it
had
to them.
I had so many DVDs that I got rid of. Like because I moved to New York and I couldn't fit them everywhere, but I had hundreds and hundreds of DVDs.
DVDs, I don't know. I never loved DVDs. They always scratched. They
loved
always
them.
scratched a little.
Well, you're messy. Like I took care of mine. I put them back in their thing. I had sleeves,
I only ever watched them one time, the DVDs, and then
Really?
I don't rewatch.
Oh, you never rewatch a movie?
It can ruin the magic of it.
Really?
Yeah, because then you know a lot of the plot lines and stuff like that.
That's true, but you've never you don't have like a favorite that you revisit?
There are a couple of I've rewatched.
What are you rewatching?
As a teenager, I rewatched the movie Amelie.
Amelie.
Yeah.
That's what is that? Is that French?
Yeah, I liked the bob cut.
I remember this is.
The
Is this a little?
bangs.
She like looks like a little girl. She has black hair.
She's an adult.
Oh,
She is an
I was
adult,
thinking
Your Honor.
Chocolat. Okay, yeah, okay.
Chocolat.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
thinking
yeah.
of that cover.
She's kind of whimsical.
And do you relate to Whimsy?
I love Whimsy. Yeah,
love Whimsy
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because Whimsy is so foreign to me.
Oh, it
You're
is foreign to you.
whimsical.
I'm not whimsical.
You
You
are
are.
whimsical.
You can be whimsical.
How am I whimsical?
You're always like, I think of, okay, when we went to Joshua Tree, like every time you entered a room, you were wearing like a cape. Like you were, there was whimsy there,
And it's a good
I mean,
thing.
I guess so.
complaining while you have whimsy, but like,
Sure, if I was jacked up on shrooms at Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
Shrooms
That's
will
whimsical.
certainly induce some whimsy into you.
Yeah.
But everyday life, I'm like,
look how you're sitting.
this is whimsy?
It's gorgeous, yeah.
How are you whimsical?
I'm not so whimsical presenting. I'm pretty straight down the line. Maybe people would think that like I'm like a little different or
I
something.
think the fact that
but
you brought up whimsy means that there's there's a whimsical
I
aspect to you.
love the magic of life as a teenager.
Yeah.
Not so much anymore. It beats it out
Yeah.
of you, this world.
Yeah.
Whimsy feels like a word that was around before the DSM. And then they said, that's not
autism.
whimsy, it's autism.
Oh, that's not. Yeah.
That's how you find out how many people with autism back then who was identified as whimsical. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm working on a big chunk about the DSM for stand-up, and so I've been like trying to like do the research.
You're reading the DSM like Eminem read the dictionary.
Yeah. Well, I got the DSM-5.
Wow.
And it's first of all, they charge so much money, and you're like, this is a scam.
Yeah.
Right out the gate. Because there was the DSM-5, and now there's something called the DSM-5 TR. Can you look up what TR stands for? DSM-5, where it's like we didn't update it really, but we kind of fine-tuned a couple things by the new book.
Right.
And it was like $180.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to buy. I want to
That's
put
a
them
lot.
all here. The DSM 1 through 5.
Interesting.
Wow.
This means text revision.
Text revision.
revision.
What a fucking horseshit.
Yeah.
And I've been doing this research has made me really skeptical of the whole thing. The DSM-3, they added like, I'm not entirely correct, like 200 new mental disorders, and it was like 9 people in a council kind of just doing votes on what they should add and what they should take away.
What kind of new ones?
Well, autism was introduced in the DSM-3.
Uh-huh.
Asperger's was introduced in the DSM-4. It's no longer there.
How long between DSMs?
Well, that's the thing. It's the science falls away. It's not clear. It's kind of until enough people. I believe there is a psychological association, and they're the ones who lead the charge. But there is no like term for the DSM. There can be huge gaps. And so you see like when homosexuality was in there, and then they got rid of that, but they had like a different sort of like homosexuality. And you go, it's just restless leg syndrome is still in there.
Yeah.
In the DSM-5 TR.
Yeah. Why is that bad?
It's more just like everyone is using this as the book to base all their diagnoses and medications off of, and it's so the basis is so
You want
flawed.
those people to have restless legs or what?
I have restless leg syndrome.
No, you
Yeah.
don't.
I'm containing it for the show. I'm on meds.
Don't you think restless leg syndrome is like for people that actually, it's just like it actually can't stop moving?
Sure, but maybe some of them you need to go stop.
Yeah,
Or I'll
that
hit
is
you.
an easy solve. That's an easy solve on that.
Okay.
And instead, Pfizer says, no, you got to give them. But it's one of these things where I'm not anti-psychology, but you see how poorly and chaotically it's run, and then you go, well, surely this is going to backfire
Yeah.
once they medicate everybody, and then they're not going to believe in psychology anymore.
So this is an extensive bit, this DSM bit.
Well, then at the end of it, I go, and I got a little dick. Put that in the DSM.
yeah.
I do all this research,
Dick
and I
small. Dick small, mister.
Small, mister.
Sometimes you have a bit where you go a long time, and then right as I'm about to film it, I go, let me look up at the accuracy of what I'm saying here, and I go, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I can't make a joke off the accurate version.
Right.
I need a
You
fact
need to
checker.
change it. You need to fabricate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see how Joe Rogan got to where he got.
Yeah.
It started with bits.
Uh-huh.
Aaron, I'm very happy to have you.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
I'm happy to have you. I always feel an extra kinship with Australia because I was in an acting company.
Okay.
After I graduated college, and almost everyone from the company was from Australia,
Really?
and mostly from Melbourne.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to go there and perform there. It got scrapped, so then I had this fantasy, and I finally have been there. I've been there twice now, but I love Australia.
You were just there, right? You guys?
I was just there. He wasn't. I hopefully
you
the
went.
next round.
The next round, yeah.
But yeah, I did my
Dealing
second Australia tour.
Did you like it? You had fun?
Oh, I love it. I
Okay.
mean, the food is so phenomenal. I become very resentful of American food.
Yes.
So you moved here how many months ago?
Years now. 3 years ago. 36 months ago.
How
A long time.
often are you going back to Australia?
I went back a lot in my first year, and then I got a green card, and you have to... At that point, you had to stay in the country to get a green card, so I waited for that. I haven't been back in like a year and a half, but I'm going back in September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You paying for the first class?
I might not first class, but maybe
Sure.
somewhere in between. You know.
It's a rough.
Yeah,
it's a
long flight.
How long is it?
16 hours from LA.
Oh.
So you have to get to LA first. That's the whole thing.
Oh, so like
'Cause
20 from
for
here.
some people, LA is far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm used to that
You're
flight
used to it,
now.
yeah,
But
yeah,
the
yeah.
first time I went to Australia, we splurged for that first class.
You kind of. It's nice too.
But then my Tovah's my girlfriend's seat, it got stuck and it wouldn't go back.
Wow.
And right up the gate, and it was
That's not
bad.
good.
It was bad because then the question was, am I going to switch with her?
Mm-hmm.
You really should have.
We got it working.
Okay.
I told the flight attendant, I said, guys,
This is yeah.
this is my trolley problem, and I'm like, get them both off the tracks. I
Yeah.
don't want to make this decision.
Yeah.
And they got it done.
I wonder what would happen if the seat didn't work for the whole flight. If they would like give you like a voucher.
Well, that was the thing. They couldn't like give us any kind of guarantee.
Yeah. Right.
And I was like, this is the time we have the power. We're
Yeah.
in the flight.
Yeah.
Give us this, or we'll hijack
Yeah.
the plane.
You'll open the door. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll open the door. I had to say, listen, give me that voucher. And then they do that shit where we give you 5 billion miles. I'm like, well, let me look up real quick what that's worth. Oh, 10 cents?
Yeah.
5 billion miles? Shut the fuck up.
It's
Yeah.
not a lot.
Well, I love Australia.
You love Australia.
And
You had
I
a
was-
good time.
Yeah, I had a good time. And I just, the thing I was looking up for you was this what is it, Undiscovered Journey? What was it? Where you went to China
I went to China
And
with
I-
an old man.
with an old. Who's that comedian?
He's called Sean McAuliffe. He's like kind of like he's a legend in Australia.
What's an
kinda.
equivalent for an American?
That's a great question. So he's kind of alternative, but he's also like part of the mainstream. So maybe kind of like Conan or like Craig
Okay.
Ferguson or something like that.
Sure.
Okay. Conan,
Yeah.
And it was crazy. And you tell me if we. I don't know. I just went to Hong Kong too,
Okay.
and
Thank you.
I have a dream of going to the mainland.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's
even
kind of-
talking
yeah.
about what I want to talk about is like, well, maybe this will stop me from being able to perform in the mainland.
Are you trying to do political stuff about?
Not there, but right here.
Oh yeah,
It was fascinating because
Yeah.
I was able to find some clips online, but not the whole thing. I found a weird show where they cut from your show to people watching it at home, sitting down. And
like Gogglebox.
Gogglebox is what it was.
Yeah,
Is that an
yeah.
Australian thing?
I think they have it in America as well. I'm not sure, but it's definitely Australian. It's just they watch TV and they
So, like,
comment.
cuts.
They do that now for like reality shows. They'll
Yeah,
like, be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
They'll show clips from the reality show, and then they'll show other reality stars reacting to
So
it.
you watch the
Oh.
Gogglebox of the.
I watched the Gogglebox version. It was the only thing I could find on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I mean, I guess it's kind of nice. It feels like if I watch that regularly, I'm so lonely.
Yeah.
I think I just picked the euthanasia device.
It-
But there was a clip where basically the host was saying, like, to do this trip, to allow us to film, because they went to where your father was sent on a pig farm
Yeah.
during the Cultural Revolution in China.
Yeah.
And they couldn't say that in the taping.
Uh-huh.
And so there was this weird like dance of like, hey, so we're about to go to China. I'm not going to talk about a certain era that's completely relevant to the place that we're visiting.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
It is crazy. But the crazy thing was like no one I was like sensitive about it because I had been to China before. I knew it was like, but the host himself, like no one told him he couldn't say that stuff on the first day. So like we went and one of my dad's friends was on that island and first thing he says is like, so Cultural Revolution, what happened? What side are you on? Like,
Wait, he said that when you got there?
yeah, to the guy, and there was like a police officer like following us as we filmed, or like a local council.
Is that
guy
the
or
question?
something.
What side are you on?
No, I'm exaggerating.
I'd be
but,
like, the correct one.
yeah,
The one that's right.
He was like, "What do you think about the Cultural Revolution and stuff?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, I liked it."
Are you allowed to even? Are you allowed to say Cultural Revolution? You're allowed to say it.
Maybe stuff is easing up. I feel like they're in an era right now where they're trying to like be chill, because like
or the illusion.
illusion,
of
yeah,
being
they're
chill.
like we're chill,
We're
like.
fine.
But I think comedy is allowed right now, so comedy goes on and off.
It goes on and off, but it's
Yeah.
like it's one of those things where it feels like it's allowed until it's not.
Uh-huh.
And I talked to a comedian in Hong Kong. And
you were
know,
talking in an Uber. I remember you telling that story.
I was in an Uber with the promoter, and I
Yeah.
was because once I feel like I was always bad at history, and then once I visit places, suddenly I'm like, oh my god,
You're good
I'm
at
seeing
history.
it in front of me. I'm just like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
curious,
Yes.
and I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Especially in America, our history, like our talking about Asian history at all, is so minimal. It's so
Yeah.
minimal, especially Japan.
Yeah.
That's a whole other.
yeah.
But I got like in kindergarten we did like Japan month, and it was
Nice.
very positive.
Yeah.
And then you go to China and you go, that's not how it's done here. But I was in a
Japan
car.
one's different in China, yeah.
Yeah. I was in a car and I was talking to the promoter, and I was just like, I started asking some questions about Mao Zedong, and he said,
yeah.
and
He's like, settle down.
and I've never in my whole life
Got that.
gotten that. So it's jarring. It's a jarring
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah, right.
So can you tell me about your father? I'm so fascinated by.
Yeah. So my father was in China. He was born in 1947, so just after World War II or something.
Uh-huh.
And that's when like Mao got into power and started rocking it, you know.
Yeah.
And I think what he experienced most was like all these city kids, like they got sent to the countryside because they were like, you city kids, you don't know what it means to be like a peasant and stuff like
Was
that.
he like what did he want to be when he was a kid?
He probably wanted to be well, he loved painting and stuff like that, but I don't know if he even thought to that point with like,
Sure.
what do I want to do? But his dad was a professor, so that was like kind of a big no-no at the early days. You don't
Was
wanna
his
be,
dad okay? Did your grandfather?
He survived it, but I think he was kind of like persecuted or whatever for being
Uh-huh.
like too smart.
And
And
so so your dad's how old when he's sent to the countryside?
I don't know the exact, but he would have been like a teenager, and then he got sent there, and he was there for like 10 years or like a long time.
Was it something that was like talk to you as a kid? Like, did he share this stuff?
Kind of, but my whole thing is that like my Chinese is so bad and his English is so bad, so I'm like have like a very blurry understanding of like what he did and stuff like that. And so like I went to this island and did this documentary and I learned things, and I'm like, because I thought his dad was like killed during the Cultural Revolution.
I see.
But he wasn't, and I was like, oh, what a ripoff, like that.
Your dad just never mentioned.
He was like, oh, your granddad was like really like had a bad time and stuff like that. And I guess I just put pieces together, I connected dots that weren't there or whatever. But it was a hectic time. But he had fun. There was still stories about like hanging out like boys and stuff like that. Like he was like, they would be in like dorm rooms and stuff, and they were like craving cigarettes and they didn't have enough money. Then one guy remembered that he put like money down like a hole where the bedpost goes. And so they had to get this money by like pouring water into this and getting the money to float up. And then they were like cheering. They got this like silver dollar or whatever. And then they bought a pack of cigarettes. It's like, it's fun. It sounds fun as well as.
Well, yeah, it's like being at like.
It's all worth it.
I guess.
Yeah, it was for that alone. It was worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess when there's rules, there's hijinks.
There's hijinks.
There's always going to be hijinks, even in
Even in Auschwitz, I'm sure there were hijinks.
Yeah.
Hijinks, yeah.
Yeah. And then how did he get to
out?
Australia?
Yeah, so at the end of like when Mao died, they were like open China up. They were like, if you study hard enough and you get this score, you can go to university, and if you go to university, you can leave the country.
What the fuck? Was that change really swift? That's
it
crazy.
It's crazy when a whole place just waits on one person to die.
Yeah.
To start having a better time in life.
I guess because it's.
I wonder if it'll ever repeat itself.
Oh, you're waiting for someone.
No, well, who's to say? I'm just saying it's just crazy. You see it in history. You're like, oh, this person died, and then and then everyone could do things again.
Yeah.
And then like, maybe when that person dies, you go, well, maybe there's some people who did some bad things while that one person was in power that need to be punished.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Maybe it's time for a cultural revolution. Okay, so then there's a program to get to Australia.
Yeah, he studied computer engineering or something like that.
After being on the pig farm, he just able to
yeah.
switch to that?
I think he studied the pigs, and he was like, these are like kind of computers as animals and stuff.
He's writing zeros and ones on each pig.
Yeah. But then in Australia, there was a prime minister who was like, let's let Chinese people come here.
What was their incentive to do that?
Australia?
Yeah.
I think it was humanitarian.
It was.
Yeah. They felt like it was on the news, like Tiananmen
But
Square.
they said the smart ones.
The smart. Let's let smart.
You had to get a test. They weren't like.
I think that was to leave China. You do the test, and you could do it, and you could be in.
I was trying to if you're smart, you can go.
Yeah, I think
feels like
they really.
If you fail, then you can go to Australia.
Yeah.
You can go to the former prisoner colony.
Yeah.
They have academic exile. That would be so Chinese. But no, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the specifics of that, but I think they just opened up. They were like, we got to be international now. Like we got to manufacture for America and stuff.
Was your dad traumatized by this life? Was he resentful?
I believe so, but they don't have the DSM where he's from. Yeah.
It's just you need to work harder. That's why.
Yeah.
You haven't killed enough pigs. I mean, it's mostly killing pigs or feeding them.
He would he talks about like carrying rice on his back. So I think there was a bit of rice farming, and they would feed the pigs with this rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said your dad, his English is still bad?
It's getting good. I got to say it's getting good, but it's like he's shy about it, and we don't talk English at home. We talk Mandarin.
And you said your Mandarin's not good?
It's not great. It's like kind of like 8-9-year-old level. So we haven't progressed. Our relationship hasn't progressed past that.
Can I be honest though?
Yeah.
Is there a better time than a father-son relationship? 8-9? Yeah, I'd rather have that than 37,
It is good.
73.
We're
That's a
still
rough conversation.
throwing a baseball around.
So what was? Did you grow up? Were you speaking both as a kid?
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Ugh.
speaking. I can spoke Mandarin, English.
Would you ever fine-tune your Mandarin so you could do stand-up in it?
I would try, but I'd have to live there for 1 year. You know, like I'd have to live there for a long time because joking in it is different. Like it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and what's the scene like there?
The scene?
stand-up scene.
Scene is good. Like there's a lot of comics to come out. They had like a last comic standing kind of thing there.
Yeah, it's the last one standing to talk about the government. I love this story where I talked to this comedian in Hong Kong, and he, when he went to the mainland, he had a joke about COVID, and it sounded less like scary and more like kind of like an annoying boss, where he did a show, mentioned the pandemic, and then I guess got an email from the government official saying like, hey, you can't talk about the pandemic.
Yeah.
And he wrote back like, well, what do you want me to say? Which again, like this dynamic based on my American education, I'm like, what did you say? You wrote it sarcastically in italics.
Yeah.
And the government guy said, you can say, remember when we were all at home for a long time. and he said he did that on stage, and that got a laugh because it was like the audience also knew he was phrasing it carefully. And it was like interesting how comedy can arise out of suppression in a knowing way. It was just fascinating where you have new rules and then you can subvert them.
We all know the what's happening here,
Yeah.
and we can't talk about it, and that's funny, you know, that we're all kind of being a little naughty 'cause we're
Yeah.
not talking about it. Yeah.
So it sounds like you can have a career. It's complicated though.
Yes.
And I don't know if you're going to like, I mean, how do you feel? You had so much success in Australia. Do you sometimes when I go overseas, I go in this thing of like, my comedy is written for an American audience. I don't even think of it like that. It's just that's my home. Do you still feel like when you perform, it's like for an Australian audience? Do you feel fully international? Have you adjusted your voice
to America?
Yeah,
I think even like before coming here, I was like pretty universal with stuff, and then I'd traveled to like Asia and like India, the UK and stuff, so like I knew how to adjust like references. But it's like I think it was like in terms of joking and stuff like that, it was good. But then I don't know, I heard like Australians who've come to America before, they're like, it takes you like 5 years to adjust to America. And I'm starting to feel like little bits and places where it's like I still feel like a foreigner joking about America rather than talking about American stuff to Americans. But then I'm scared to go back to Australia because all my stuff's like American, and then some people, like, you read comments from Australians and they're like, this guy's just doing like American stuff now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That has got to stop.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you talk about? And they go, oh, this American.
Do you feel pressure like when and if you go back to perform to just kind of like do bits about America, being like, you know what I mean, like kind of making fun of America to like do?
I guess so, but I also like I don't want to do too much stuff about America because Australians have a chip on their shoulder a little bit. They're like, talk about Australian stuff.
Tell me about this chip on the shoulder because it's really interesting. I got a little tracked online. I really do like making fun of how bad compared to countries that have a tip service, which I don't think tipping is good.
Yeah.
But Australian,
and that's why you don't do it.
Never. But I made some jokes about Australian servers. I ended up writing like 5 different jokes about like.
Did you think they were good or bad, the servers in Australia?
I mean, couldn't be worse compared to what I'm used to, and then especially coming straight from Japan, where there also was no tips, but it was impeccable service.
Yeah. What did you find about Australian service?
It's more just no one. I once went with like my girlfriend and she has a family who lives there, and it was like a table of 12. And after sitting at the restaurant for an hour, I was like, is anyone gonna come and take her order?
Yeah, they have no incentive to. They get paid properly.
Exactly.
It's
and
bad.
and it's whatever. I thought it was fine. I wasn't dying.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
my jokes were like, we have great Australian restaurants in New York. They're not the same as Australia, though. Sometimes they refill your water. And it's like that kind of thing.
Yeah, right. Table for 12, that's a gold mine for a waiter in America, a server in America.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is unbelievable.
We got to pay this extra attention.
In Australia, it's a headache. You're like,
Yes.
there's 12 people.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
What made you want to move to America?
I think it's so big, America. It's just like, I could kind of see the ceiling of what you could do in Australia, and that gave me kind of mental health issues and stuff
And when you say
like that.
ceiling, you mean like in the entertainment
Yeah, it's like
industry?
you can live a beautiful life staying in Australia and being a comedian, and you can make like good cash, but you're going to be doing the same thing every year. Like you're touring
Yeah.
the same 8 cities, and then you go to some country towns.
Yeah.
But it's just that over and over, which I guess it is that in America too, but there's
There's a little
side
more of them.
quests.
Yeah.
Well, it's as per your point about like being able to talk about what's crazy is as an American comedian is how I can make a joke about RFK
Yeah.
in any major city in the world, and most people kind of get it.
Yeah. It is the
And
epicenter.
I don't know who your prime minister is right now in Australia. Do you?
No.
Ty?
It's
No, it's okay. I don't need to know.
Please don't tell us the name.
Please, I got enough
Do
information
not
going
tell us.
on.
I can't even. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look it up
he's-
at home. Just
please,
let it
please,
be.
No one
please,
looked
please.
it
Doesn't
up.
matter. Doesn't matter.
It actually it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter so much, but
No,
it's
but
going
we,
crazy.
this is for the commenters. We love Australia.
I love Australia.
You can
No,
look it up.
it's-
You can look it up.
No, and I know, especially as a comedian, you end up learning like weird facts. Like I know one of your prime ministers went for a swim and never came back,
He did
and
do
they
that.
built a memorial pool.
Really?
And I only know that. I only know that so I can say
What are
that's
the-
like
what
if
are
they
the
built an
theories?
Abraham Lincoln shooting range.
Wait, what are
and
the
that's
theories?
the only reason.
Shot or not shot? Eaten or drowned? Like,
We don't know.
You don't know at
It's a
all?
mystery. It's a mystery.
how long ago was this?
It was like a while. I would say this is my history knowledge, but in between the 50s and the 70s.
Oh, okay.
Something
Okay.
like that. It was
This is the
last
equivalent
century.
of if you were there and they were like, John F. Kennedy was shot. Who did
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
did it?
Yeah.
Were there any conspiracies around it? Has anyone like looked into this or made a movie or a documentary?
Oh wait, I did have an Australia question. Okay, sometimes online,
Online, yeah.
people will be like, they'll show a photo of like a giant spider,
Uh-huh.
and they'll be like, things are a little different in Australia.
Yeah.
Is that true, or is that just an online thing people love sharing? That like the
About
animals
animals?
are so crazy there.
There are crazy animals.
And are you
But-
experiencing them often?
Snakes you won't see like so much if you're living in the city. There's not that many snakes in the city. You'll see like maybe like I've seen like 4 in my lifetime.
Okay.
Spiders this big, you'll see them all the time, but they're not poisonous. But it's scary.
But they're
still.
huge spiders.
They're huge.
Do you kill him?
You kind of put a cup over them, and you put a piece of paper under the cup,
How
and
are
then
they
you
coming
put
in
them
your house?
outside.
What do they do? How do
They're
they?
considered allies in Australia, because they kill flies and mosquitoes and stuff, you know.
Oh.
But
yeah.
so you're supposed to respect them, but
Okay.
they are horrible. You can spray them as well. You can
Okay.
kill them, so you can choose kind of which side you're going to be on. But American animals are crazy too. I went on.
That's the thing I think
yeah.
Americans don't appreciate. When you see we're far away from bears
Yeah.
and moose.
Not that far.
But they're as big creatures. We just
Yeah.
don't. I see.
They're
I don't
big.
think of deers as anything.
Moose are huge.
Yeah.
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 But kangaroos
I saw a
are
moose.
deer. Kangaroos are deer.
Yeah,
Kangaroos are
yeah.
deer.
For
yeah,
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
They're more
But
dynamic.
we don't see them as much as you see deers, I think.
Yeah.
But they get hit by
They're
cars.
dynamic.
It's
They
for,
do- they are, yeah.
You go to the certain parts of Australia, it's like you'll see a lot of roadkill.
Deer.
Kangaroos.
Kangaroo roadkill, yeah.
Yeah.
You'd think they could hop over.
Deers, they will stop in the middle of the road and look at your
Deer in
light.
headlights.
Yeah.
But kangaroos will jump at your car.
Oh,
like they'll try
God.
to fight your car.
That should be a new phrase. Like, don't be a deer in headlights. Be a kangaroo in headlights. You
Fight-
jump on
fight.
it.
I hit a deer once. It was bad. It was, and I kept trying.
How did you do this?
I kept trying to drive the car. and it
Over
was
the
like-
deer?
Well, no. I hit it, and I don't know where it went. And I got out, I didn't see it.
Oh, it ran off.
Wait, you didn't see it? How hard did you look?
No, I hit it hard. Either there's smoke and stuff happening. I pull to the side. I get out. I don't see it immediately there. I'm not gonna like wander the highway looking for it. But then I get back in my car and I don't know what I was thinking. Like the whole front was smashed, and I was like, let's see if I can drive this to the nearest something. And I try to start driving it, and it's like it's moving, but it's so dangerous. Like I'm like, also, is this gonna blow up?
Yeah,
like, it's
right.
smoking. And it was a hard hit. It was direct, so I can't imagine it lived. But it was it was scary to imagine it fighting back. Oh my god, Mm-hmm. That's like some people have died from hitting like cows and things like that.
Yeah,
you know.
So, where'd you grow up in Australia? It's my favorite city in Australia.
Sydney, Australia?
No, Asquith.
No. Asquith. Yeah, that's a town. That's a town like maybe an hour north of Sydney.
Is this where your dad moved when he left China?
Not straight away. I think they did a bit of bouncing around.
Was there like a part of Australia where like a lot of Chinese immigrants moved to?
Yeah, but I don't think it necessarily was Asquith. I think my dad lived there because he heard it was really safe. So he went to Asquith. But there was places. There's like Chinatowns and like places like that, Big Chinese enclaves. You got to go next time. Hurstville.
Do you do shows in Asquith? Hurstville?
I did a show in Hornsby one time, which is the bigger town next to Asquith.
Okay. I always try to I did Canberra for the first time.
Yeah.
And then I always want to go to Adelaide.
Oh, yeah.
And my agents always go, it's not going to sell well.
Interesting.
Why? Who knows? And then you
put it
beg
out
them.
there.
I get messages all the time. They go, please come to Adelaide. And then I go to the agent. They go, trust us. We'll do it, and you'll be mad at us. And it's like a back and forth. And let it go.
Go to Adelaide.
Yeah.
Next time, go.
What about Tasmania?
Tasmania's fun. That's kind of like the like Maine or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's small. There won't be that many people there, but it's fun. They have little jokes there. They're a tiny island on the south, but they call all of Australia the North Island.
That's good.
That's cheeky.
A good little joke. Yeah.
They're really funny. They got a great sense of humor down there.
It's really easy when you go far away. You could, if I went there, could I open and be like, finally, I get to see the Southern Island? What would I say? If I could do something like that,
you'd make fun of the rest of Australia. You'd be like, oh, the North,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
It's funny because whenever you go somewhere, you're like, I can make fun of a different city here, but I view you all as the same. I view this entire country as one
Australia
city.
is very kind of monocultural a bit. I was talking to a Brazilian comedian, and he was like, well, you come from Brazil. He was like, there's no identity in Australia, which I've found offensive. But Brazil has so much identity. Like, you go on the streets, and it's like, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom.
What do you mean there's no identity, though? I feel like...
Well, I'm not speaking for Australia, but you know how there's certain American cities, you're like, there's no identity here. This is like any other city. It's like any other thing. And then you go to another city and you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's brimming with culture and a personality.
Yeah, but I feel like Australia, you got this Chinese influence.
You do,
you got...
but it's all other stuff. Like, you wouldn't say, this is Australia is this.
Mm-hmm.
We have beautiful beaches.
You do.
Yeah.
You do. So, your dad moves there, and where does he meet your mom?
He met my mom at a... this is a good question. I think they met at... I actually have no clue.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know.
But she was
stumped.
Australian.
No, she was Chinese as well, but she moved over. So they would have met in Australia in the Chinese community of Australia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She moved before the Cultural Revolution?
Same time. I think everyone moved
same time.
Around 89 to 91.
But she didn't she wasn't sent to a pig farm or anything.
Her family got hit harder.
Hit harder?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I used to think my dad had it the worst because he would always complain about it. But then I'd talk to other Chinese people and they're like, pig farm is good. That's one of the good ones.
Really?
Pig farm.
What's worse than pig farm?
Pig farm sounds.
I don't
not
know,
that bad.
like maybe like internment camp, not internment camps, but like camps, you know, like and stuff like that.
Okay.
Labor.
I thought there were other animals
Labor
we were going to
camp.
do.
Yeah,
It wasn't just that or labor camps.
Elephant. I don't know.
So they both had this, like, I guess what you call it, like trauma connect over.
Yeah, they were trauma bonding.
Yeah, trauma bonding. That's what they called it in China. Trauma bonding.
I guess, yeah, they could connect. I think also they were just both Chinese, you know, that
Did they?
helps.
Did you go to China a lot as a kid? Like, was China
I did,
like?
yeah.
Was there a love hate? Was there like a?
Did their families stayed there? Like, so you would visit their families?
Yeah,
that
some,
stayed?
like, I had relatives and stuff like that. My aunts and uncles stayed there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I loved visiting China. It was so sick. But it changed so much, you know? Like, it was like... Nowadays, China's, like, so clean and, like, modern and stuff like that. But when I was a kid, it's like... It was like, gross. But
Hong Kong felt pretty like New York City.
Yeah.
Like, especially,
Hong
again,
Kong is
going from
more
Japan
so-
to Hong Kong, I was like, oh, Hong Kong's like New York. It's...
A little dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it kind of, like, maintained its heritage. Like, the British were there, and the British, they're dirty, you know? And
Are the British dirty?
British are dirty people, yeah.
Really? Dirtier than Americans?
Americans, not so dirty. New York, it can be dirty, but
New York is dirty. I didn't know British people were considered more dirty than Americans.
they're more dirty than Chinese people.
Okay. What's your rank? You've always told me. What do you rank as the dirtiest cultures in the world?
No, but the China, because it hasn't hit Hong Kong yet, but the government's like, let's clean places up, you know, let's like really make it like all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where have you been in China?
I've been to Shanghai, I've been to Beijing, I've been to Xi'an, and I've been to somewhere else. I forget. But I want to go all around.
Have you done shows there?
I've done shows in Shanghai. Not
Really?
shows, but like mics and stuff like that. I've been shown around
That's
by
wild,
comics. They ride you around on their little scooters.
God, I
Yeah.
want to go so bad.
You got to.
How were you? Were your parents? Were they? Were you raised religiously?
I was, yeah.
Catholic?
Protestant more
Protestant.
so. Yeah.
Is that something your parents were raised with, or more when they got to Australia they adopted?
They were raised with it. So my mum especially, like, her parents were Christian. I think they were missionaries in China before like the Cultural Revolution and stuff like that. So they were Christian, and I think that's also part of why their family got kind of hit harder. Yeah.
So that was one of the elements of the Cultural Revolution was Christians were not happy about this religion.
They wanted to get rid of kind of all religion in
Uh-huh.
China. Well, that's like part of communism, is that it's like
Yeah.
opiate of
Sounds
the
good.
masses or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
your
so
words. Yeah.
so yeah, they got kind of, it was frowned upon.
To be Christian.
But-
or anything.
Yeah,
See,
but
I always know
nowadays,
how not religious I am. As a kid, whenever I'd hear stories
yeah,
about people being persecuted for their religion, I'm just saying, like, as a kid, I was
You're
like,
like,
just
why?
no.
Stop
I just
doing it.
say
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
anymore.
Yeah.
just
I'm
say
no
I'm not.
longer-
Keep it to
Yeah.
yourself.
Because it was easier as a kid to be like, oh, it's just tied to belief, and not
Uh-huh.
like, well, it's the whole network of everything.
it's the
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
But still, I would have
But
ripped
still.
the necklace off.
Yeah.
You should
so
have gone
fast.
to China and told them.
Guys, just give
you
me your
can
necklaces.
just say
it's
you're
all
not.
fine.
I have an idea. I don't
Gianmarco here.
just say you're not.
And Christian missionaries, sometimes whenever there's missionaries, I'm like, what's the end goal? Like, why do you go to certain places? What's the hope? Like, what's the? I guess
Yeah.
what's the cynical version? Is it that you'll get more to extend your power?
I guess there was a lot of that in history, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of bad actors through
But
the mission.
you were raised. Are you still Protestant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Big
Yeah.
Protestant. I'm getting some big Protestant energy from him. What's okay? Protestant, like, I mean, obviously,
Jesus.
I think I know more about Catholics than Protestant. Like, what's?
Are you culturally Catholic?
No, I'm not. I'm technically my family was Episcopalian, but they didn't go to anything.
Well, Catholics feel like it's easier to grasp because there's the head of Catholicism, and you hear about
Pope
it.
Leo, he's hot right now, huh?
People love him.
Yeah, I mean, he recently had a big kind of anti-AI screen. It was pretty intense, the language he used, too. Can you look up what did Pope Leo say? He said, like...
And J.D. Vance is always mad about him. You know, he's always visiting him. And
the idea of becoming Catholic and not agreeing with the Pope is just a crazy...
really funny.
He's like,
no, he's wrong.
Guys.
He's wrong.
I just think the whole idea of the papacy is interesting because it has no direct government power, but it still clearly is of importance.
Yeah.
But it's kind of just like, well, what does it matter? But it does.
Yeah.
And whenever they try to exert cultural influence, I'm like, do you have to measure when they overstep?
Yeah.
When they when Trump goes, I don't like the Pope anymore. Like how much that hurts your American base. I don't know.
I thought all the Catholics liked the Pope all the time. Like I thought J.D. Vance couldn't say anything.
You're supposed to.
They used to. I feel like when I was a kid, they all did, but I feel like now it's. But I don't know.
They call him Papa. Papa.
Is that true?
Yeah, Papa.
Papa.
They do?
I think
Who
so.
does?
Well, in Italian, that's father.
Oh,
is it not?
So is it
No,
Italians?
yeah, it is.
Is it Italians that say that, or Americans saying that?
Maybe Italians, but maybe it catches on. You know.
But they say Papa.
Sound off in
Papa.
the comments if you.
What did he say, Ty?
Just for warning, this is AI overview because I couldn't get the New Yorker article.
I'm
so sorry.
To quote the
I'm
Pope.
so sorry.
Hey, it's going to be like Pope Leo said an incorrect statement that I am harmful to the world.
No, he said he really loved it. Actually, he said he warned that AI must be disarmed and freed from a mentality of military and economic domination. He emphasized that human dignity must remain at the center of all technology, cautioning against algorithmic bias, autonomous warfare, and new forms of digital slavery.
100% disagree.
I also love that.
Pope
I also
cakes.
love that this administration. Not only are they anti-Pope, but they're anti the American Pope. Like he's an American.
Well, they discount it because of that.
Yeah.
They go like, "Oh, it's just a dumb Chicagoan."
Well, it's
Yeah.
Chicago.
But that's when it gets so confused because he makes this statement to the air, and he might as well go out and be like, "Hey, guys, treat others like you would want to be treated."
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, what is that? Does that help? Does that do anything? He's saying AI should be used better. And it's like, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
But
sure
you're
Sam
saying
Altman,
it has no effect because these guys, they don't listen
I think
to him or
at
whatever.
the very least, it's like good for some of the more intense Catholics to be like, I think it's good in the way that it's disconnecting a little bit. Like for a long time, it was just that if you're religious, you are a conservative who has these things, and you're like, it disconnects it a little bit.
but he's not going direct enough. Like I would say, like he should go,
Don't use
Sam
that.
Altman is Satan. Do what you will with that information.
But that's
like,
not very Christ-like. It's
or
not very.
Or if he changed, he goes, just so you know, using ChatGPT to make an image is worse than masturbating. And I'm the Pope.
Well, Sam Altman is an anagram of Satan man. No.
That was impressive that you
It's
got it.
kinda-
No one look it up. I believe it.
Yeah.
The L's hard.
If the Pope said that and you said that's the
Yeah.
truth, you'd be like, I'm the Pope, you can't disagree with me.
Yeah.
So
He's like, and it's because he's
Imagine he's working with anagrams.
gay. And
the
it's because
Pope.
he's gay. He's going out.
okay.
And we're like very confused. We're like, oh, no. Like,
Is Sam Altman gay?
Yeah,
wait, I think so.
yeah.
Ty,
not according to
let
one
me
of
ask
his
Gemini.
sisters.
don't ask Gemini.
Gemini says Sam Altman is very gay.
That's what I thought.
No. Yeah, he's openly gay.
Openly gay. Open gay eye.
Open.
So which subsect of Protestantism?
Which subsect? I was what I was raised.
Yeah.
Describe the service you went to. What happened?
It was pretty like low, like it wasn't like cathedral style.
Uh-huh.
It was like pretty low key. It was there was no denomination, so it was
Singing?
just it was a lot of Chinese people.
Were you singing?
It was singing, yeah, guitars,
Guitars.
Guitar style.
Guitars. Okay,
guitar
guitars.
style, yeah,
Uh,
shredding.
Singing in Mandarin or in English?
English. It was like kind of like a Cantonese church that I went to, but it was like an English service. But sometimes they'd have a double up service where some guy was talking Cantonese and some guy would translate. So it'd be like
I want to do shows
4
like that.
hours. It's too long. It's horrible.
4 hours?
Like it'd end up being 4 hours.
So
'cause,
one goes, then one goes.
like it was line by line.
Oh.
And then and the guy was just a kid. The guy translating was just a kid who had better Cantonese than anyone else. So it'd be like, it's horrible. Like he's like, I don't really know.
Can I ask this about Jesus Christ?
Yes.
The way that he was portrayed, was it as like white as it is in American churches?
Oh, in the Chinese
Or was
church.
he Chinese?
No, I don't think. I don't think
There has been. I have seen what you're saying.
there has been a Chinese
in Japan,
Jesus?
they have
I
like
don't think
kind of
it's-
Japanese Jesus.
I don't think it's crazy to think that some churches have Japanese Jesus and black Jesus, and
every
Like,
kind
we
of.
have
It's not
our-
like Santa Claus. It is supposed to be based on a real.
I know, but I'm saying,
person.
do you think it?
I'm not saying Jesus was white, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying like it's
think he
supposed to
was,
be
he was
like no,
I think he was.
No, I'm not.
I think he was.
no, I'm not. He was Jewish, and that's not white. But okay, they do have Japanese Jesus and Japanese church. Like
Not all of
It's
them,
not-
probably. Probably there's one. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there you can look up images and they do have like Japanese style Jesus and stuff like that.
I found Korean Jesus. If you want to see that,
Yeah.
I actually think that's.
I think you should have put
it's
Korean
good.
Jesus on there and be like, so Russell, what?
I think it's good because it's all kind of like, let's just make this our own thing and relate it to
but that's
who
For
cares.
some reason, he's jacked though.
Do you want? Oh, it's not real.
no.
You know?
I have a problem with white Jesus. By the way, I want to change the narrative before we go deeper.
Yeah.
But wait, zoom in on this. Okay, we're
Korean.
looking.
This is buff.
Watch the video,
Look at-
guys.
Because this like
Oh my
was
god,
on the
what is
internet.
that? Wait, what is that hair? Oh,
The Korean Christ.
is that the crown? I thought that was a
looks like
fro.
modern
My glasses
painting.
aren't on.
But yeah, I feel like historically people always made images of Christ that look like what they look like.
Yeah.
But your
For
church,
relating.
but your church wasn't though.
Well, they didn't really have images so much because they're like maybe a type of Protestant where they're like you shouldn't have images and stuff
I imagine
like
during
that.
the Cultural Revolution, you're like, let's put the images in the chest.
Well, they started they started to have like churches in China, but like they had to put you could put a image of Christ, but then you had to put like whoever was the president next to Christ. And then they got that taken down because they would have like the president on the right hand and the premier on the other hand. And then I think one pastor was like, "Hey, you know that when Christ was like crucified, he had like 2 criminals beside him, so they took down."
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh,
the
that's
poor
really
guy that
funny.
pointed that out and was immediately executed.
Hey,
Hey, you know this might be a bad look. Wow. Okay, so you're raised Protestant. Was it the fact that you became a comedian? I'm just like, were you a funny kid? Were you a lonely kid?
I was both. I was like, because I grew up in the suburbs. Like, I grew up an hour away from my school. So,
Oh my
like,
god, that's an awful commute.
yeah, it's an awful commute. Like, I was like a businessman, you know? Like, it was,
Why'd your parents do that?
I went to a kind of like, I kind of like did like an academic thing where you do a test to go to a school. And the school that I chose, which I had friends who went to, was like an hour away.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into that school, and so every day I went there. So, but all my friends would live near school, and I would live like an hour away. So,
Yeah.
like, I didn't hang out with people that much.
That's tough.
My dad like worked so late, so I was
Yeah.
just like at home, you know, chilling out. But I was I was funny. I had a fun time. I would like say funny stuff to the teacher, you know.
Like what?
He'd like we had a substitute teacher, and he's like, "Oh, my best friend has an engineering degree," and I'd be like, "I don't have an engineering degree," you know, like pretend I'm his best friend and stuff like that.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
Yeah,
Was your
I would-
dad funny, or I know your mom passed away when you were 5.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you got your sense of humor from?
My dad,
Yeah.
maybe in a way, he was funny, but it was the language thing. So I'd be like, "Dude, that, yeah."
Yeah.
He couldn't riff. We didn't have a shared riffing language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you riff with your fathers?
Not
My dad
really.
was funny. He had a sense of humor, very depressed.
Yeah,
Would be
right.
sometimes so depressed he could not be funny.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But he made a lot of misogynistic leaning jokes. He
was hilarious.
Like what?
well,
Give us a good
at
example.
such a young age, he'd be like, I remember this one. This is awful, but at a weirdly young age, he'd say to me like, "Son, you'll never know true pain until a woman leaves you for a man who makes more money than you."
Interesting.
And I'm like 8. And then I just remember at some point he was doing a rap. I just remember this one couplet, and I just remember being like, it was the woman, and it was like, "What do you do? Oh, want a screw?" And I'm 9, and it was just like, okay, this is the basis for my humor from now on.
Yeah.
Thank God we watched Seinfeld, or I'd be the next Andrew Dice Clay. Is it? You joked about the fact that my dad, his hearing is terrible and he won't get hearing aids, and it feels like such an on the nose metaphor for the impossibility for a father and son later in life to communicate. But like, do you feel like the language barrier has like prevented you from knowing your dad more and vice versa, or are you happy with it?
No, it definitely has prevented. Like, I always wanted to sit down and like have a translator and like just get his whole story and stuff like that.
Because that's what a therapist is essentially, even if it's the same language.
Yeah, exactly. But he gets caught up on like details, and like, so the story is really boring. Like, he loves talking about his grandpa who was like invented like these chemistry things, and he spend an hour talking about like him and this university. Like, it's like so boring.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, like, forget about it, like. But it would be nice. It would be sweet.
And it's hard telling sometimes if it's a language thing or it's just a dad thing.
Yeah,
because it's like sometimes my dad he'll like I just saw him, and my whole life, like, I don't know much about my grandfather. He didn't seem to have a great relationship, and then he's like, yeah, he was like injured in World War II, was shot, and was a prisoner, and you're like, what?
Yeah,
like
He was the first to find Hitler,
like,
and
he was like, yeah, they told him because it was where he was shot, he would never have kids.
Damn.
And then he came home and he had 12 kids. Like, and so I was like, but I didn't know he was shot. I didn't know he was in a prisoner of war. And and then you're piecing together. And you're like, do you think maybe he had PTSD? Like, why you're like,
yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah,
They
maybe.
just said he was
He
whimsical.
goes, oh yeah, maybe. And I was like, what? Like, you're like, there's so many
It's like
details that
plain
you
as
want to
day.
know. So it's just kind of hard sometimes.
Yeah.
So did you remember your mom, but you're 5.
Yeah.
Did you was that something like as you got older, like it was important to learn more? Was it just like this person was a memory from childhood? Like, how did you at such a young age deal with that trauma? Did you
I don't think we ever dealt with it. I think like it was very like Chinese, and like you just never talk about it, and it was like embarrassing to me a bit,
how so?
Like, I'd go to school and like didn't want anyone to know that had happened, Like,
How would it
it's
come?
like,
They would come up like, "What are you doing for Mother's Day?"
Yeah, or like, "What's your mum do?" or whatever.
Oh.
I'll be like, she's busy. Forget about it. Like.
Would you ever lie? Just go.
I would lie for a period, but then, like, I remember one time, like, a family friend went to school with me, and she told other people, and I was like, just like so embarrassed.
Just walking around going like, "Oh, did you not know?"
I think in the middle of class she said something, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like, shut up."
What do you think that embarrassment was?
I think it's like Chinese being a shame culture. Like, I think I never liked being pitied. Like, I wanted to just to be the same as everyone else, and it felt so different.
And that's you think that stems from when you say Chinese shame culture?
Yeah.
Like, do you know where that emerged from? A shame culture
In China?
Yeah. Like what?
I don't know. I think it's just like, I don't know where it came from culturally. Maybe it's like Confucian or something. But like you always want to put on your best face as a family and as like people,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like there's things that I hear grand scheme you hear culturally about China or whatever. And some of them are racial tropes, intelligence. Some of them like Chinese shame culture, where it's like, well, where does this come from? And then you're in Australia, which is its own mishmash of so many different cultures.
Yeah, it's different to American culture. It's like, I think American culture is like maybe the most unique. Like, it's like an individualist culture. But China's like a community culture. Like, everyone's kind of in everyone. Like,
and then what's
you
Australia?
Represent your... Australia is more individualistic in that it's like a Western culture. But it also has like a lot of Asian values. Like, it's like... During COVID, like, we shut down and the government was like, stay in your home for like a year, and everyone was like, okay, like, it sucks, but we're gonna do it. But in America, people are like, you can't tell me
I
what to
talked to
do.
some people in Australia, though, or at least one particular friend, where the way they talked about COVID, it was traumatic for them. They didn't talk about with the same level, and this is a sample size of two, with the same level of like fuck the government per se, or like it was a lie, but they were still like, it was severe. It was
severe.
Hard.
It was, but I think like if the government says anything, we're just like we just listen to the government. So we don't have that same like, we'll rebel in ways like we'll make fun of the government and we'll, you know, but like the mandate comes through and everyone does it, you know. We get fines, we're scared of getting fines and stuff.
So if you come from this mishmash of different, coming to America, is there any stuff about American culture that like rubs you the wrong way, or that you feel like, oh, this isn't where I was raised or how I was raised, or whether it's government or societal or friends? Like, do you feel an odd duck at all here?
Do I feel an odd duck? Weirdly, I don't. I feel like it's like America's just like so... I feel like uniquely like lets stuff slide. Maybe in New York, it's like you can just kind of... It's a bit like a trope, but it's like you can be whoever.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh yeah, whatever, you know? Like, it's very live and let live.
Doing their own thing.
So I never feel weird here.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are differences. I'm yet to like fully like work out what's rubbing me the wrong way. Like, it's still so novel and exciting.
What about your wife moved with you? Is she digging it the same level as you?
She's digging it. Like, the first year was really tough. The bureaucracy here is crazy.
How so?
Like, for example, renting a place. It's like you need a credit history before you rent, but you can't get a credit history without living here. So you need to like find a way to live here and build up your credit history before you can live in a place. But it's like, where do you live in that time? And then stuff like, to get an ID from the government, you need to have like a gas bill, but to get the gas bill, you need an ID. You know, like you need to have like a address. So it's like all like linked, and it's like you need all these stuff at the same time, but you can't get any of it without getting any of the other things.
I had a lot of Australian friends from that acting company, and a lot of them wanted to come to America to pursue acting, which at the time that was still an industry you could enter in America, and they would do the lottery every year. And it was just crazy to think of, having a life plan that depended on, I don't know what the percentage was for the lottery at the time, but it was unlikely you were going to get it. But you got is it visa for extraordinary?
Or alien of extraordinary ability visa.
And to get that, what did you have to prove? Because obviously there's comedians here. No one at the Cellar was like, we gotta have another comic here. How did you just have enough credits?
I think it was like credits, news articles. Like, I had to print like so many news articles and stuff like that. Like, you just got to prove that you got stuff going on in Australia and that you got stuff you're going to in America. So,
but you couldn't book stuff in advance, right?
Well, like, I kind of was working with like, because I did like this short thing for Adult Swim, and then they kind of kept developing. So I was like, I'm going for this and that. And
then you had to explain to the government bureaucracy
what
Adult Swim was, and how it's absolutely necessary that you get over here right now.
Exactly, we need to do it.
And so now So you have, was it a green card?
I
What
have
is
a
it?
green card now. Yeah,
And that means you're
permanent resident.
permanent resident.
Yeah,
And you can go Australia, you
I
can
can
do
go
anything. Is there
everywhere, yeah.
anything that you're limited from?
I can't vote.
You can't vote.
No,
Yeah.
that's it. That's about it. Everything else feels pretty regular.
Am I crazy? Is there any way to become
A
a
green-
citizen where you could vote?
I can become. You can become a citizen after you're like on the green card for like maybe after you live here for 10 years or something. You can become a citizen.
Okay.
Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not.
Well, good. The next election's not important, so hopefully.
Oh, you want me to get in so I can
I
vote?
mean, he's not. It doesn't matter. He's not. We're not gonna. No one's gonna be voting in the next.
What's your prediction? What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know anymore.
They might do it by lottery.
Honestly,
Would you like that if like they selected one random citizen to
be the president?
Yeah.
Honestly, at this point, yeah. I mean, it probably like what's the harm if like a random person coming in and doing it? You know,
Yeah, but then
whoever's
they'd rig it.
actually in charge will just tell them what to do.
They'd rig it. It would be Sam Altman, and you'd be like, "There's no way it was Sam Altman. There's no way it was Sam Altman. What the fuck, dude?" And his first thing
Poor
is
Sam. I
everyone's
know he's
getting out.
watching today. You know, he's a big fan of the pod.
Fuck that guy, man. I cannot believe the thing. There's the video where he was just like, "We want to make intelligence a."
What a fucking loser. Anytime, yeah.
What did he say? A commodity? What's
Utility.
The word? A utility, yeah. And you're just, I mean, it's like here's it's like saying we want to figure out a way to have so water has calories. And you're like, why would you do that? And if that's your goal,
Yeah.
how can you say that out loud and someone doesn't smack you and go,
Yeah.
why the fuck would you do that,
Yeah.
you fucking piece of shit? Fuck you, Sam Altman. That's the official downside stance.
Yeah.
Wait, I know Paige sent us some. Paige has been doing a better job of getting us some pictures. What are these pictures we have?
Oh, yeah.
This is just to encourage you guys to join, watch on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Oh my God.
Oh, that's sweet.
Okay. Is that you? Were you a swimmer?
I wasn't a swimmer. This was part of a show I did at university, a sketch show.
What was
About the Olympics?
It was about the Olympics, kind
Yes,
of.
I read the
Let me tell you
research.
what's crazy about Australia, because I was watching. First, I watched an episode of forgive me, Fisk.
Yes.
Fisk.
You
and it was
watched an
great.
episode?
Oh,
Great.
I did.
Thanks for watching.
Well, I was talking with Tovah, my girlfriend. She's a manager.
Yes.
And we were just reflecting on like it to put it as mildly, it's like office-esque. It's an office.
Mm-hmm.
It's small ensemble cast. And we were just commenting how like these things don't get made today in America.
Right.
Like a network show, and it's like the writing's good, the jokes are hard, and it's just like it's pleasant. It probably is cheap as fuck to make comparatively.
Yes.
And I look at like that. I look at there's a sketch show you did, the talk show you did, and I always feel like when I look at our origins in comedy, where I'm like, Australia, what a great place to start. And I know you had an exceptionally good career there, but I'm like, there's so many. Yes, there is this ceiling that maybe one would leave, but I'm like the chances, the ability to like do real substantive things. And I know the money might not be great or whatever, but like, do you think that's an incorrect view, or a grass is always greener, or like, is Australia a great place to start?
It's a good place to start because you can kind of get in, the community small, and people know you know, from the get-go. New York is a hard place to start.
Yeah.
Because people don't know you, and it takes you years and years for people to kind of know who you are. But like in Australia, you can kind of at least see what the industry looks like. But then it's hard because it being small means there's fewer gatekeepers, and there are gatekeepers. So
there are.
Like the show the Fisk. That
3
you saw,
seasons.
3 seasons. It's like the biggest show, but it's still like a small budget compared to any American production. It's like you'd be like, this is like not SAG, you know? Like yeah.
Was it hard to leave? Was it? I mean, were you? You
Leave
were like,
Australia?
You're the Dwight of Australia.
I was excited to go to America for sure. It wasn't hard to leave because I wanted to move anywhere as well. I wanted to live someplace else just for a sense of adventure, you know.
Whimsy.
Whimsy, yeah, Whimsy.
Of Whimsy. What's that
Yeah.
last picture we have? We have one more that's...
Yeah, we don't have
Pretty
to keep
wild
looking
one.
at this pic.
What's this from?
I think that might be the same kind of thing. This is unbelievable. This might be the same. It's definitely another university review, maybe a different year.
So were you doing sketch before stand-up?
I did stand up before. I did improv for 1 year when I was like 14, and then I did stand up.
What do you think you were consuming more of, Australian comedy or American comedy?
I definitely watched Australian comedy growing up because that's what was on TV. But then when YouTube came out, I was watching
Yeah.
so much.
What are the Australian hits that you're like, you are missing out if you don't take this in?
Like watch these
Like the
comedians.
Australian comedian
shows.
Shows.
Like the one that we watched here, of course, is Summer Heights High.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so what I grew up on in elementary school. Summer Heights High came out.
Yeah.
That was like unbelievable to me.
When did it come out? Because I remember.
I think 05 or
Yeah.
06,
It
something
was shortly
like that.
after that. I remember like when we found it, you're like, holy shit! It was like.
Are they still
So-
airing it, or are people kind of, they've turned a little on that one
In
character, Jonas?
In Australia, they like really turned on him.
Did they
for
really?
A minute, but people in America still they
Yeah,
like
we're
it.
more racist over here. Is that what they turned on
I
him?
don't
Was
know if
it that
that's true.
character?
Jonah was one of them,
because it was
Yeah.
and then there was one guy called S Mouse who was an American rapper, and he did blackface.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, can you pull up this character? Wait, I had no
And
idea
everyone's
about
like,
this other one.
just stick with Jamae.
yeah. But
We love Jamae.
There's been
and
kind
Mr.
of-
G.
Jonah's a bit like, it has swung back and forth with Jonah a bit. So there is definitely criticism, but there's still people who are like,
Well, that's
he's
Does it feel identical to the American conversation? Like, we have plenty of comedians who did blackface here too, and once in a while it'll be like, can you believe Jimmy Kimmel did this? And it's like, we did it on the show that you were all watching.
Oh
my God.
Wow.
Can you make one of these bigger? This is... I've never seen... This one never made it over... This
Yeah,
is when
maybe
Summer Heights High,
this
is it?
didn't-
this
No,
is
no.
this is maybe called Angry Boys or something like that.
Oh no!
Oh,
Angry Boys came over here.
no.
Oh, maybe it's
We had Angry Boys.
Was it...
I don't. I'm not as familiar. I'm super familiar with Summer Heights High. I was not.
Was this... Oh, wait, what did that say at the top?
and
Netflix.
yeah, he
No, it
said
didn't say Netflix. It said N-word.
the other N word.
Oh. The other N-word.
That's what you say is the
I think it was Angry Boys, but I don't know.
You're like, yeah, I got a special premiering on the
Oh.
N-word. Was it streaming service Netflix Axis Crystal? Did he get defensive about it? Was it the
He's
same
so-
thing we talked about here?
He's so quiet online. I don't think he ever said anything
Hey,
about
yeah,
it.
smart
You
move.
know, did he?
Wow.
Was
Did
it
you
the
remember
same
seeing this the first
conversation?
time and thought, oh no?
I maybe started to think, oh no, but in Australia it was like, it was very early on for like. I feel like discourse about race in Australia started in like. It started a long time ago, but like it became mainstream in like 2008, 2009 or something.
It's just a little behind him. Once again, America led the way,
Yeah,
and then Australia had the
yeah.
same. But it was fascinating, like hearing in not this isn't to trivialize it, but it's fascinating, like where they like France had their Me Too movement, but it was called like Stop the Pigs, or it had a different look up the
Yeah.
name of France's
Me
Me
Too.
Too movement, but it was just like it's just like how these cultural conversations happen in a different country, especially
Yeah.
with blackface. With blackface, like in America, it seems like there's at least I know the history of like, oh, in America blackface was specifically used and during this time, but
Yeah,
in Australia
yeah.
I'm sure it's different.
I'm sure it wasn't used positively.
Not positively, but not like the same level.
In
not the same
Australia,
of,
had a
like,
very positive impact.
Yeah.
it's not like
No.
in the 1920s the Al Jolson, the biggest comedian in
Yeah,
the world
yeah.
did it.
No, yeah. I guess we don't have as much of a history with blackface in particular. It does exist, but like that means we did it later on. You know, like we had this talent show on Australia called it's called Hey Hey It's Saturday, and Harry Connick Jr. came to Australia, and they got like these 3 or 4 guys to perform in blackface in front of him, and he was like, "This is not good."
Oh,
Wait,
is that true?
Can you find this? Let's at least find this.
What was the name one more time?
Harry Connick.
Harry Connick Jr.
Jr.
Australia blackface. Those are the keywords.
They surprised him on TV. Can you imagine you're in a different country and they surprise you're in China?
Yeah.
You're in China, and it's a government-sponsored event.
Everyone's excited to have you, and they bring you out, and then, oh man, that's the nightmare. And you're trying to be respectful, but you're also like, guys, we can't do
I
this.
think it was a famous moment because he was like, "This is not okay," and stuff like
He
that.
did it
and everyone was
mid-show, mid-song. He stopped it.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, like, he's like, I don't think this is cool or whatever. And then they're like,
Hey,
what do you
Harry,
mean?
good for
Harry
you.
Connick Jr.
It's not funny enough for you? Like, it's, like,
You're having.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh no.
Hey.
Hey, red-faced over black-faced skit.
2009.
Pretty good headline.
Okay.
2009,
video?
see, that's late, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a video right now.
So this is what I'm saying. We didn't really have that discourse until maybe like 2011 or 12 or
But so
something.
did we. I mean, like 30
Yeah.
Rock got
No,
rid
I
of
mean-
2 episodes that had
There's
blackface
there,
in it.
you know,
Yeah,
Sarah
true.
Silverman
Maybe,
show.
yeah.
There's like
Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder
You
had
have a whole
already
playlist
happened.
of this at home. Of
Yeah,
every,
all my favorite
Best of.
moments on media.
You can join the Patreon to get a copy of Russell's blackface episodes
Yeah.
of old sitcoms. What else was there?
SNL was doing it all the time.
But people kind of defend Tropic Thunder, right? They're like this.
Almost, and again, like this is just one of the things that unfortunately it's hard to have a good any kind of conversation. But most people seem to be okay with Tropic Thunder because it was so
Because
well
it was
done, and that's just like the thing that's really.
And yeah. I don't need to enter the discourse.
Same thing with Michael Jackson and music. It's like, well, the music's so good,
Yeah.
the pedophilia is okay, and
Yeah.
it's okay.
And we'll make a movie.
Ty, did
Okay,
they-
so I have a video here. So
Okay.
20 years ago, as medical students in blackface, they mocked the Jackson 5, and apparently no one noticed.
Man, if they turned up looking like that in the United States, oh yeah.
Despite an apparent cultural divide with some of the other judges, after a commercial break, the program's host returned, expressing regret.
I think we may have offended you with that act, and I deeply apologize.
I know it was done in humorously,
Just, yeah.
but you know we've spent so much time trying to not make black people look like buffoons.
The flip, but then I think later on, like people were like, Harry Connick did blackface before.
Oh.
No.
I think.
Wait, can you Google?
Listen, but he learned.
Sorry,
baby.
Ty.
He learned.
Sorry.
Who knows?
Yeah, he learned. You can learn. I
learn.
do believe that.
Yeah.
You can change.
That's. I mean, good
And then
on
be-
Harry. That's good.
That
That's,
woman,
that's
being
really.
that woman liking that
So-
performance, too. You know, because it's solely
Not
racism.
loving it.
It's solely racism, though.
Not even
She
loving
had
it. Some notes.
It's not a good act. Like,
She's like, the makeup wasn't fantastic. It could have been a little more.
but what
the
did it
shading
for me?
wasn't
The
quite
only
even.
thing that got her 7 was the blackface.
So it does. This is AI overview. What I found so far is did not perform in blackface. The main thing
Did
is just
not.
this "Hey, it's Saturday" sketch.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry,
good,
sorry,
good.
You
Yeah,
just
Harry.
came on slinging.
I'm just.
at-
yeah.
Yeah, he probably did it too. Surely,
Yeah.
Australians
every
are so
American did it
defensive.
once in the
Every-
'60s.
Yeah.
Sure.
That is, that's the wildest thing I've ever
That's
seen.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Now, do you think, Russell, you would have the strength on TV to be like, I'm going to give it a 0? Would you have given it a 0? Or would you have said, like, I don't approve of this, I'm going to give it a 3 because you felt bad for them?
I think I could have given it a 0. I mean, it was bad too.
Well,
You
I'll be
like-
honest with you, I would have given it a negative
Oh,
infinity.
Oh, okay.
wow.
I would have said
Negative
What a good
infinity.
guy.
negative
Yeah.
infinity. I'd say execute.
Yeah.
Let's go to our next segment. This got to stop.
This has gotta stop.
I said, mate, this got to stop. I wanted to watch your episode and I couldn't. And I don't understand Australian media. If I literally have money in hand and I want to give it to you to watch your content. Let's figure this out.
Yeah.
Sometimes other countries will be like, Americans so egotistical, shoving their culture down our throat. I'm like, well, you're watching it. You give us your culture. I don't think there's all these great Australian shows, and sometimes they're not. There's
It's
no way to
hard.
watch. I'm sure.
But we had it the other way around, where we wanted to watch all these American shows. That's why Australia was like really good at pirating stuff.
Really.
Yeah, we were so good at pirating stuff in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
early
yeah.
days. You know, we'd so we'd watch everything.
What were you pirating? What are we talking?
Everything, like HBO shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know?
It's crazy all the money that's being left on the table.
Yeah.
I would have last night, at least where I was at, I would have paid $20 just to watch this. 21, I would have said that's okay. I'll watch. I'll watch the people watching it on the Facebook.
Yeah.
Russell,
That's a lot.
Oh, by the way,
I'll send you a link for $20.
Great. If you join the Patreon, patreon.com/downside, not only do you get 4 bonus episodes every month, including a possibly new one where it's just Russell and a buddy, you get to submit your own This Has Gotta Stops. Ty, what is our patron submitted This Has Gotta Stop for today?
We have one from Carter. He says, this has got to stop using AirPods or other discrete devices to take calls in public and accidentally making prolonged eye contact with people. I'm going to think that you are talking to me, and if you are talking and also staring into my soul, you need to learn to look at the ground or something, or you can't do this in public.
This is true, yeah.
Okay.
I do get it. It's a thing. First, the headphones are so small, people don't see.
Yeah.
Would it be an imposition that if you're on a call, there was some like little light that showed up to let people know?
I think it's more about if you're on a call, you shouldn't be staring at a person. You should look away, That's more of the thing.
But are they staring or are they talking and they make eye contact for a second and you feel... I've recently, once in a while, I'll get recognized and it'll happen when... someone is calling me, telling me about that their family just died in a car crash.
Yeah.
And someone comes up, and I wish there was a way, because I'm like trying to be sympathetic, and I had to go. And it would be so nice if I could go, and there was a light. Mm-hmm. So that's my solution.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little light.
Because you could be like, I'm listening to music.
Yeah.
They could interpret it. Or they think you're lying.
Yeah, or I'm being rude, and it's just like if there's a phone call.
Yeah.
Or if I could have the option, like emergency, like a skull, and it's like someone's friend's family died.
Yeah.
I think there's a way of like
a car emergency lights.
I think there's a way of quickly with emotion indicating. Like I saw a while ago, I saw Alex Timbers on the street, and I could tell he was on an important phone call. And we were crossing paths, and it was a quick and it's like yeah. But I guess it's harder if you don't know.
Someone you know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you the experience of what it's like for me walking down the street. Okay. So intense phone calls happening. Can you tell him of some horrible news?
Okay. I'm about to die in a few minutes.
Russell Daniels?
Get the fuck out of here.
That was really good.
Yeah, see, just
that
quick
was
and
straight
easy.
and to the point.
I know, but you misunderstood. He thought you said it to him.
Yeah.
And now he's like, that's his final memory. Is you saying, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You have a lot of work to do with me now.
I do have a lot of work to do with you now. Yeah.
Russell, do you have This Gotta Stop?
Yeah, this has got to stop. Casting directors sending a video, a 7-minute video describing the instructions. It's crazy. It's crazy because all that happens is I have to watch that video, take notes on the video. Suddenly I'm in school. I'm taking notes. And guess what? What I'm doing? I'm doing the description of what should have just been in an email. So I'm watching an 8-minute video of all this stuff to be like, okay, you need this, and this, which could have been a bulleted point thing in an email, I think, most of the time. Yeah. I just don't, I think it's so rare that we need a full video of you describing things. And because then I'm just doing the work. I'm doing that, and I'm taking notes, and I'm translating. And I feels like that shouldn't, I think I've heard them be like, it's just easier this way for you to really get and see. And I'm like, nope, put it bullet point. Let's simplify it. Let's put it thing. Let's be real clear with what you need and put it in an email, I think.
I think if a cast director sends you a video like that, you should write him back, thank you for your submission, but we're looking for a casting director who can do it a little more concisely.
Do a little bit, like tighten it up a little bit more. Yeah.
That is annoying. And that's what they used to do.
It's not relatable. This has got to stop. I'm sorry.
How many times has that happened to you? Do you think?
It's happened only a handful, but it happened to me recently.
Commercials.
They like it. They're doing it more on commercials.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also in commercial auditions in general, it's crazy the things they send. Like it feels like no work has been put into like putting this together. It feels like we have this commercial is going to cost us $7 million. We need actors in 10 minutes, and it's like the last thing they thought of. Like how you're shooting tomorrow, and it's you're spending all this money, and you didn't cast it. Why? Why is it so last minute?
Unbelievable.
The only nice part of it is sometimes I felt like in the chaos, I was able to slip through without the talent necessary to book it. It was always chaotic, but like some of those cool bookings, it was like I found out that day I was flying somewhere tomorrow.
That's crazy.
And that was the only booking I had. So I hear you though.
Yeah. And they'll send like 17 dates being like, you good for this date for fitting, this date. It's like so many dates for then something you'll be there.
And then
for
they
like
say
10
with
minutes.
some offices, they're like, if you say you're not available for one of these fitting dates over the course of a month, they will not see you or submit
again.
you. And you go, that's not. I don't think that's allowed for SAG protocol. And they go,
it's not SAG, darling.
Yeah.
That's it. My girlfriend is manager. That's what she says. I hear Tovah pick up the phone. It's not SAG, darling. Aaron, do you have This Gotta Stop?
I have it. Did you guys see the Kevin Hart roast?
Yes.
Yeah.
They were being really mean to each other. That's what I thought. I thought they weren't really being nice at all. Sometimes they took shots that were uncalled for.
Anyone in particular?
All of them. All of them were guilty of this.
Are you saying like it's not really fun to watch a roast if you actually don't like each other?
I think. You think they'd actually? Yeah, they were kind of a bit strangers to one another. Like not
some of
not
them.
of the
Some of them clearly don't.
There
know
was
each
like
other.
two worlds they put together.
Just judging off here, this guy stopped this kind of back and forth about the roast still of like some of the teams being like, and then I say this about her, and then she said, it's done. We watched that roast 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
it's stopped. You're both using it. It feels like to get more.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen both. I've seen every version of this. You do it at the
both
roast, or it's done.
It's done.
Do it at the roast.
Oh, they're still going.
They're
with
still going. And
they're
it's
still
like,
going. I mean, this is going to come out so long ago that we really are elongating the conversation of it even further. But no, it was just like Chelsea Handler, and then now Tony Hinchcliffe, and it's just back and forth. It's like this is where I get so tired of being in the American conversation around comedy.
Yeah,
is simply like, what's offensive, what's not offensive, and it never is like what would be right maybe for this event. Maybe it is okay that you said that given the context of the event, but maybe we don't like this actual thing. Maybe these jokes are funny to like this subsect, but then this thing they're trying to make is a bigger group. The same jokes don't need to be told in every single arena.
They don't, yeah.
And I think like just the argument becomes like, should you be allowed to say this? There was someone posted on Twitter. It was who was banned from SNL because he riffed on the monologue. Martin Lawrence. And I mean, it's crazy. Do you know this?
No, I don't.
He was
know
doing
this.
his monologue, and then like at the end of the approved part, he was like, "Ladies, you need to wash your ass." And then he went on for like
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes, and they didn't air it on the West Coast.
Wow.
And you know, it's.
And
I mean, that's so.
I mean, he's like, I'm going down there, and I'm coming up with bagel. Like he's talking about yeast infections.
Was he crushing though? Oh, not
He
really.
was not bombing.
He was not bombing.
He was not bombing.
But it was odd, and but it's just like, wouldn't it be cool if we had like one conversation about comedy that was like, should he have said wash your ass on late night? Like, wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah.
Instead of being like, I think the fact that he said wash your ass is horrible. Like, let's have a fun conversation.
Yeah.
I think they shouldn't. How dare he say what to do with my ass? It just
Rather
makes me
than
go
the
like, do we
context
have to have the same conversation every single time?
Sure, yeah.
It's really boring.
The other thing about the roast itself, if you don't mind me saying
Please.
this, but I can't take credit for this because my friend said it to me on a phone call today. But he says it shouldn't be live. Should not be live. Too much stuff.
It was way too long.
You got to cut
Way
it
too long.
Cut it down.
Well, I think what's exciting about live, but the problem with like everyone just having impeccable writers is
Yeah.
like no one bombs. or there's no, like, part of the excitement of live is like something could go wrong.
Yeah.
I liked, but these jokes are so fine tuned with everyone, with the writers and their testing, blah blah blah, that it's just kind of a kill fest. Everyone kills, and it's just like, well, what's the excitement of it? You either need love or you need competition, but just 3 hours.
3 hours
of even tight jokes. At a certain point, you get exhausted.
This guy stop roasts. I hate them. They stress
I love
me
roasts.
out.
You like them?
Because I love like tight little writing. I see like
They're
a little.
It's so rare that I find any of it funny. It's all like, it is so mean, and it's also like, it just is not that. It's kind of always like, once you go through the first comedian, you just know what everyone's things are. Oh, she's a whore. Oh, he's fat. Oh, she, like, you just then you know the rest of the night what all the jokes are of some variation.
Well, that's why you want someone who knows you, so you can like, be like, oh, you can have some storytelling in it, or something to mix it up. I agree with you. It becomes the same kind of thing.
I've just never seen one where I've been like,
you don't want to roast me?
No.
Come on, Russell, roast me.
I don't want to do the work to roast you. I don't like it. Just is not a fun energy. It's just like, because then it's also this thing of like, I hate the end where they're like, but seriously, you are a great guy. Like, it's like this dumb thing we've agreed on where you're gonna be like, that I am glad that your dad killed himself. If I could come back and jerk off on his dead corpse and show him what a piece of shit you've turned into, and then 10 seconds later they're like, but in all honesty,
you only roast the ones you love.
Yeah. It's so pathetic. It's so weird that we've all agreed that that's what we do. And ugh, stop. Or at least change it. Actually end and be like, actually, I don't like you. And like, it just feels very archaic.
We'll do anything to be on Netflix. Let's go to our final segment.
You better count your blessings.
You better count your blessings, where you say something that we're thankful for. I'll go first. I did a new show that's coming out where they talk to comedians and their mother. Sorry. In this moment, I looked at you, and in my head I thought, oh, I'm being an asshole.
Oh, you're like, my blessing is I have a mom.
I looked at you, and then in my face,
seriously.
You looked
I
at me
finally
smugly.
did a show that Aaron Chen will never get to do.
You can't actually do this. Sorry. You have to have a mummy.
You have so many credits, but not this one. That'd be funny to get your green card. They're like, you have to have this show, and you're like, God damn it, no. And my mom is. I could not imagine recording a thing with my dad. But my mom,
she's sweetie.
she's just. I'm not saying she knows all the nuances of like show business and comedy, but she gets it, and she gets like what she can joke about to what level, and she pushes it like it's funny, and she makes me go like mom, but she never goes where I go mom, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, and she's just like, it's when we do this stuff, I go, oh, I see where I got my sense of humor partially from you.
Great.
And I see that like you overshare, and that's where I got the thing that lets me do what I do. And to kind of like see it in action is very cool. And
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's there's a first time ever like headlined or second headlining set ever was at Stand Up New York, just a big bringer show. And she went, and I told the host, like, if you do crowd work, do not. I had so many mean jokes about my mom, and I was like, you cannot establish that she's there. That will fuck up these jokes. And sure enough, I hear from the back, he goes like, what do you do for work? And I hear, my mom, I'm a Pilates teacher. And I'm like, oh my God. And he goes, do you know anyone here? And she goes, no, just here for just a fan of comedy. And I'm like, she knew without me telling her to not reveal who she was. Yeah. And I was like, cool. And I didn't tell her that. And I'm like, yeah, you get it.
It's got great awareness.
Yeah.
My father, at the beginning of the show, would say, I'd like to talk for a second. Middle of the host set. I'm Gianmarco's father. And it would be awful. Yeah. Russell, do you have a
you'll
blessing?
Never find out. I'll never be there.
Too far.
I was trying to
Oh,
roast.
Mr. doesn't like a roast.
That was really mean.
Russell, you know why
Mr.
Russell
loves a roast.
You know why Russell doesn't like
Mr.
roast?
loves a
Because he's
roast.
mean enough in real fucking life. He doesn't need a camera. He doesn't
No,
need
you
Netflix
just
at
made
all.
me feel like such a piece of shit, and I thought you were love
Because I don't
roast.
understand what roast are. You mean like just being yourself for 3 hours?
Stop. No, this fake thing. People are going to be like, oh, Russell really hurt your feelings. Stop your acting.
Now you got to say one really nice thing at the end of all this.
Well,
But seriously,
I was going
He's got, you only roast the ones
But
you love.
seriously-
Shut the fuck up.
No, my blessing was going to be, it's related to you. My
Wow.
blessing was going to be Paige. Paige does a good job with these write-ups on people. And
Paige, our producer.
And I appreciate the links. I appreciate the things. And I appreciate that you were like, hey, Russell, it would help me out if you could, like... Because I used to be like, I come in here blind. I don't even, I'm not. And it's been nice to do a little bit of the looking at people's things, and because you find good things. And so I appreciate Paige's work, and I appreciate you pushing me a little bit. It's been nice to feel a little bit more invested.
All right, we'll change the title.
What?
The Downside with Gianmarco Soresi and Russell that's very nice. That's actually that's sweet. I appreciate that. And Paige is doing a great job. I love her news story. We talked about we want to get like the deeper questions, and that's how we get these pictures and things.
wow,
Yeah.
good on you, Paige. She
do
was
you-
great to email with, honestly.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Do you have a blessing?
A blessing. I bought a pair of waterproof socks for a canoe trip I went to in Maine,
Yeah.
the Allagash River.
Oh.
Everyone was telling me I had to get waterproof boots. You know these what are they called? We call them gum boots. Wellingtons.
Okay.
Do you call them
I
something?
think you're asking the wrong guys, but I think...
Yeah. We've
the
never
rain
been
boots.
outside.
Rain boots.
Rain boots,
okay,
Yeah. They said I had to get the rain boots. No, I got the socks,
Mhm.
and they were dry half the time they would work.
How high do they go up?
They go up mid calf.
And do they feel like plasticky?
They feel like socks, 2-layer socks. It's crazy.
That's nice.
The technology is unbelievable.
And how was the canoe trip?
Canoe trip was wonderful. That should actually be the true blessing, because I love American nature. I'm seeing these animals.
Yeah.
We saw a moose.
You saw a moose.
I've never seen a
Beautiful.
moose.
You've never seen a moose. You
No,
gotta
I've
see
seen
it.
a quokka and a kangaroo, but never a moose.
Never a moose.
Yeah.
Your hometown has beautiful animals. I'm
Yeah.
serious.
It was big.
It was big. It was very big.
How far away were you?
We were pretty far. It was in the brush, you know.
And you were in a
and we
canoe.
were in the middle of the river, so it was
Oh.
like on the side of the river.
Did you get it on the first shot?
We were driven into the river by this guy who was a bear hunter.
Yeah.
He was funny. He said he taught 8-year-old girls how to like shoot bears and stuff.
Oh God. I guess that's good.
He's a feminist.
Yeah.
That would be if a conflicting picture. You saw an 8-year-old like over a bear. Would you be like, let's dox her?
Yeah.
Well, Aaron, tell people where they can find you and watch you. Not the fucking Australia show, unfortunately.
Yeah. You can't watch that. You can find me on Instagram, Chenny Lifestyle. That's where I am mostly. I might go on tour soon.
Yeah, and you're special.
Oh yeah, and please watch my special called Funny Garden on Netflix.
Yeah, you have 2 on there.
1 on there, 1 on YouTube.
Okay, good.
Just as real.
Just as
Just
real.
as real.
Just as real. Russell, where can people find you?
At Russell J. Daniels.
Ty, go ahead and plug. You got a new haircut. I think it's time. Also, look at this beautiful microphone. Look at this
Ty.
beautiful
Okay,
new
that's the
microphone.
real reason I'm getting the plug.
This
isn't it?
has
Not the
really this has really changed
I
the
wish
game.
people knew how much you battled for the microphone, and we did.
Let
finally get
me
it.
show you my impression of before we had this microphone. Ty, ask me to look something. Ask me a question.
Can you look up Sam Altman?
Ask me a question.
Oh, how's your day?
What?
Now, here's the unfortunate part: is Gianmarco already added this camera here, so we have all the footage of all the times that I've had to pick up a microphone, and not once has it ever been that crazy.
No.
Oh, we're gonna
I've
make a
never
montage.
noticed
We're gonna
it.
make a montage of all of it. It's the
Okay.
longest
Okay.
YouTube video ever released. Plug your things.
You can find me at Ty.Colgate on Instagram and Ty Colgate.
Stop getting in trouble online.
Yeah, the craft beer community really coming at me hard.
Who is?
I've made a pretty, in my opinion, a milquetoast observation about IPAs, and
Whoa.
yeah, right.
I think that's the only kind of observation one can make about
They're
it.
coming. They're coming after you.
I have.
They were hopping mad.
That's good.
I wish that's whimsical, by the way.
Yeah.
And but yeah, no, they're really mad. They're accusing me of like attempting to be edgy about hating IPAs.
These guys.
And then I have one guy. They're like pulling out stats. It's like the number one best-selling
I bet
beer.
you they are.
I honestly know too much about IPAs by how much they're attacking me over IPAs. So
Do you think you're wrong in retrospect?
no, not at all. It's
What
a
did you say
terrible
about
beer.
Yeah,
IPAs?
what was your...
It's literally just like a formatted tweet where it's like craft beer makers or brewers like, hey, do you like IPAs? And then everyone's like, no. And then it's like, how about now? And like, it's pretty milquetoast observation. And it is 300 comments right now, and probably 90% negative.
Yeah.
But 500 likes, we're fine.
I have some advice on how to deal with negative comments. I'll tell you what language to use when we're done. You can find me. Let's see. I got a UK tour coming up. There's some tickets available. Los Angeles, we rescheduled my canceled show. Get those tickets. The special taping sold out, but there will be a wait list. And the biggest thing, guys, if you're a fan of the show, subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Give us 5 stars. And most importantly, join the Patreon, patreon.com/downside. $5 a month if you just want to support the show. And you also get a bunch of extra content.
And we say things on the Patreon that we would never say here.
Yeah. You thought the roast battle was fucked up. Wow. You
We're
should
getting
hear
in
what
full
we're saying.
fights, crying. Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad over there.
Yeah, I told Russell though, enough with the George Floyd jokes.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Russell.
That's Russell.
Clip that up. That's me.
That's me.
That up.
This is the downside.
Downside.